Hello, friends. So today I just wanted to talk a little bit about what happened to me this weekend. And it is about some downloads that I received from God. And it was kind of cool because it happened this weekend while I was doing some yard work. And I was alone and, obviously didn't have much going on in my head, and I was just kind of, relaxing and getting in touch with nature and things like that. So, um, he basically revealed to me what my purpose was, and how this relates to things going on in the world today. And I thought I would share that a little bit with you. I mean, and these, it's going to sound so crazy, but God does talk to me. They're not really like words and like long strings of sentences, but they are, I can describe them as like ideas or like clarifications or things like that. And it almost resembles me just kind of talking to myself a little bit in my head. But I know that I'm like kind of not doing that. Like they're just kind of coming in and coming up to the surface, if you will. So this was about the fact that I think I have been designated to break some generational curses that have been around in my ancestry for a while. And I feel that there's some ancient ancestors who know that how the world is right now and how we are living in it is not how it was intended to be from a spiritual standpoint, if you will, spiritual and manifestation standpoint. Then it also kind of comes down to my more recent ancestors, which would be like my grandparents and parents. And what kind of came into my head is that my grandparents and parents, they thought they had good lives, and they probably did, but things happened in history around the time I was born that kind of changed how things operated, how the family dynamics operated. And I really don't think that my grandparents and parents were down with it. Like, I think there was some fear in it. I think there were some, they were told by the elites, if you will, that it was going to be just, it's going to be great and wonderful and, life will be better. And I think they knew deep down that it wasn't going to be. And they could not stand up for themselves, or they didn't know how. Of course, back in those times, there was not the internet, and, you were led to believe a certain things as far as the media goes and whatnot. And they maybe didn't know any better, right? But regardless, they didn't stick up for themselves for what was right and what they believed. And it probably wasn't just them. It was probably like a lot of people during that time. And so that's where I feel like I am a person that is going to start breaking these generational curses. Kind of, and I think that I've been blessed with, I've done videos on discernment and intuition, and how I really feel that that is one of the gifts that I have. But with that, I also have a lot of knowledge, I believe. And I'm able to gather a lot of knowledge. I'm able to decipher a lot of knowledge and kind of make my own decisions based on that from a variety of different resources, if you will. And so I'm going to be doing another video on the book of Proverbs because I'm in the middle of reading that, and I think it's just so fascinating what that book of the Bible is depicting. It's amazing. Like, I can't believe that I'm reading the Bible and I'm actually like this is how life should be. Like, this is kind of crazy. And this, again, kind of goes back to my ancient ancestors, right? Like, I think those folks knew that this, or they can see down into whatever world we have going on right now, that this is not what it's supposed to be, man. Like, they aren't down with it. And so I'm going to be doing a video on the book of Proverbs and you know, how that plays into intuition and discernment. But you know, I think the chosen ones have a trait that allows, you know, them to shine their light in, you know, rooms that they go into, different areas of the world, whatnot. And I know that I have done that. You know, I have seen it in myself where, you know, the energy in the room rises when I come in there. And I've never really wanted to, like, you know, be prideful of that and admit that, because I just, you know, even a chosen one, I don't really like saying that, because I'm kind of a humble person. I don't want people to think, oh, I'm a chosen one. I'm like, you know, ha ha ha, you know. But I feel I've been called, and so I shine light around me, and various things that I have encountered in my life, I have exposed people. And it's not like I mean to do it, but the light that I shine apparently draws these people out of the crevices and under rocks, and I tend to see things for really what they are. So, as a chosen one, part of these downloads that I was getting is that, you know, the chosen ones light up rooms, right, when they go into them, and they uncover things and they expose people. And that's like on a, you know, situational or a, you know, immediate environment kind of thing. But one of the downloads that came through is that you and others are going to be doing this at a level that is something you aren't going to even fathom. Like, it's going to be on a global scale. Your light and what you expose by your own abilities, and the fact that you're just a chosen one, and you you know, are a Christian and you walk in the Word of God, you as a collective will be uncovering and exposing a lot of things. Yeah, so it also has to do with the evil that is in the world right now. You know, I feel that there's always going to be some sort of evil, right? Or maybe not. You know, maybe that is also the intent, that it's not supposed to be anywhere near like this. But, you know, I feel that we all as a collective can get through, you know, normal evil that comes up, challenges, you know, whatnot. I'm talking about the real, true evil that is going on in the world right now. And the fact that we, the chosen ones, are going to be the ones that help to expose those things. And like I said, draw these evil spirits, evil practices out of the darkness and into the light, so that it can be exposed and eradicated, so we all learn from it, so that this never happens again in this world. Like, that level of evil will never be allowed to operate on this world again. And I'm talking, yeah, I mean, I'm talking on, like I said, a global scale. And when that came into my head, it gave me chills because I didn't even like, whoa, like, I could totally see that happening. Like, you know, when chosen ones go, like I said, when we go into rooms, we kind of, you know, uncover things. You know, people's traits come to the surface, their personalities come to the surface, their true intentions come to the surface. And I think this download that I got basically was telling me that when y'all are doing it together and at the frequency you are doing it, there are going to be a lot of things that are drawn out from the darkness and into the light. Thank you. Like, oh my God, I can't. So, yeah, I just had to come out here and tell you all that because, you know, I've gotten these downloads from, you know, God before. He's, you know, kind of chatted with me in my own little head about, and even today before I started like to do this video, he was kind of saying, hey, you know, don't maybe say this, but say that, or just kind of, you know, lay the groundwork, if you will. And like I said, I could go into some more detail about, you know, what I feel my ancestors were pissed off about and couldn't do anything about, but I'm going to leave that for another day. But I just wanted to come out here and tell you about this and these downloads that I have and how this relates to the chosen ones and the light that we are all emitting right now. It gives me chills even talking about it. I get kind of emotional because I truly believe that something is happening or is going to happen. And while we may not be we may not have a direct involvement in it, I believe that what we are doing on a global scale is having an impact. And it needs to happen. And we need to be the strong ones and be there for people that may not understand. So I hope this information was helpful. Like, share, and subscribe. Maybe make some comments as to what you think about this. You know, if you've gotten these same kind of downloads, what you think about these messages that I received. It'd be helpful to know what other people are getting as well as messages. So take care, and until next time.